So, to start, as you can see, I already have all 7 Dragon Balls, so I wanted to show what happens on Namek, and why I haven't been summoning on Namek since we got to the Bardock Saga.
Tell me your wishes.
It's
I shall
Porunga!
grant any 3.
Yeah, there's no title Tenkaichi, and I don't think there ever will be. So, like, yeah. I'll see you when we're at Shenron.
Us. Your 3.
And now that we're back on Earth, let us try again.
The 7 Dragon Balls have been gathered. Speak your wishes.
And of course, title Tenkaichi yet again.
Okay.
Frieza is determined to end Vegeta and the Earthlings meddling once and for all.
It's Frieza! Let's begin. It's been a while since someone has pushed me this far. You're going to pay for this, you maggots! I'm going to kill you nice and slow.
If you think you can just toss me aside, Frieza, you're in for a rude awakening. Come on. If you think I'll go down that easily, you're sadly mistaken.
As Gohan and Krillin prepare to face Frieza, Vegeta sets aside his pride to join them in battle. Join them, you say? Is that why Vegeta's the only one I'm fighting with? I mean, that is accurate. I mean, only Vegeta fought Frieza in his first form, I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, if you can... I mean, there is Nail, if you can call that a fight. Galactic! Easy. Should have given me a stronger Frieza. No. Everything after the Raditz thing has just been way easier. I mean, I've still struggled with some things when the damage just decided to be stupid. Or they just infinite comboed me. But besides that, like, a lot of these like 1v1 fights are just kind of like jokes in comparison to some of those Raditz, like those Raditz fights, man. Those Raditz fights are probably gonna be the most I've ever lost in this Let's Play. So obviously I cut out the losses because it just felt like a waste of time to have them in. Well, wait, actually no, wait, that was not. Well, I think I cut one loss because I just didn't even make it to the second character. But I think I showed the other ones where I lost. It was crazy.
Frieza, go on. Why don't you transform and show us your true power?
Very well.
Being very underleveled
You're
is
really
not
in such a
fun
hurry
in
to
this
die.
game.
I'll show you.
Well, I'm sure some people might find it fun, but For me, it was just hell. This is more my speed. Although, to be fair, it's not easy. Like, these still aren't even easy. Well, aside from that last fight, because that was kind of ridiculous. But when they have high health, it can get kind of close. With the power of his transformed state, Frieza was a nightmare come to life.
No!
In that case, I won't be as nice as before.
Ooh, now it's 3v1 easy, bro. Isn't that what I said to Rakuma before he beat my Vegeta? Ooh, I should have checked if I could put another title Tenkaichi on Vegeta. Dang it. It also helps that he's not vanishing every single one of my hits. Since our true warrior right. Shut underestimate us! Yeet. I didn't even have to go Uzaru. Let's go. Oh, I got Frieza's second form. Against Frieza's unimaginable power, the mighty Vegeta was rendered helpless as a child. Elsewhere, Piccolo discovered another Namekian warrior, Nail, on the verge of death. Piccolo fuses with him and gains the incredible powers of a Super Namekian. As all hope seemed lost for Vegeta and the others, the newly transformed Piccolo appeared.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Now then, how about I clean up this trash? I'll do it alone. You guys keep out of it.
Maggots! Actually, let's give Piccolo the title Tenkaichi, huh? We can go for a loss in defense. No, crap. No, okay. Ooh, just to tell you, I actually plan on doing like almost everything. Like I plan on doing World Tournament. I plan on doing Ultimate Battle. Maybe some dual modes if I can get any friends to play. Well, actually, that might not work. That might be too laggy. This video hasn't been too laggy besides the cutscenes, though. Well, I say that, but I mean, it's still lagging. Damn. It's just the water, though. I think if I'm out of the water, everything's fine. It's sad that he doesn't have a rush super to reset the positions. Piccolo demonstrates that his new powers are not to be taken lightly, but Frieza is unafraid.
Do you really think that was the full extent of my power?
What?
What? Frieza surprises them all, announcing that he has 2 more transformations yet to make.
Be proud. You're the first to see this transformation.
Can Piccolo stand up to this evil foe? I want to know who the heck made Frieza go into his second form. Because, like, obviously he had his final form when he was, like, his final form is his true form, right? And then he made the forms to seal his power. But, like, so obviously he fought his dad in final form. He had the transformations, and then he went to first form. So, who made him go second? Like, who was strong enough to require second, but weak enough to not require third?
Now, let's try this again, shall we?
You monster.
Because usually we're not, like, we don't even get to know if there's anything even, like, the only thing we get now that's, like, supers here is that almost, like, they'll bring up, like, they brought up, weaklings and such in, like, the Broly movie and all that, for, like, because they were talking about, like, common soldiers and stuff, but, like, we don't get to see anybody that's, strong, but not just busted OP anymore. Like, everyone has to be either weak or on par with Goku and Vegeta. There's no in between. Like, I don't know, like, I think it'd be interesting if we saw, or not saw, like, okay, if we saw people that are weaker than, like, you know, like Frieza and Cell or something. Frieza or Cell, or weaker than Boo, which should not be hard to find, mostly because they are anomalies in how strong they are. Like, it should not be, like, Super should not have this many people on God Key level. I mean, obviously there are multi-universal threats and all that, but, like, just thinking about, like, the manga, for example, like, the manga is probably the biggest contributor to this, is, like, the latest 2 arcs in the manga are both characters from Universe 7 that are just, like, crazy strong. I mean, I don't know about, like, Moro's weird, but, like, I still think he was stronger than he should have been, at least in his prime. But then, like Granola. I know he, like, even before he wished, or even before he did the thing, to get so strong, he was still, like, stronger than, like, Frieza and in Z, and probably maybe even Cell. As the last sight before they die, Frieza announces he'll show them all his final form.
Witness a power more fearsome than death itself.
Vegeta intentionally suffers a near-fatal blow and is revived by Dante's healing powers. In this desperate manner, Vegeta hopes to raise his powers and become a Super Saiyan! I don't know. I kind of would like to see. It's also weird to have people that just, like, are, like, even if like, let's say Granola is like, for a fact he was stronger than full power Frieza. That's still ridiculous because it's like, if he can do that in one lifetime, Why couldn't anyone else? Why did it take so many years for the Cold Clan or whatever to get overthrown? Because they have an army? Apparently that means nothing if you're like 10 times stronger than them. You could just wipe them out in one huge blast. It's not like, I don't know. Like you have a Frieza level threat and the army's nothing. Then there's no one that's like that, even though now that it's
But
like
I am what you truly fear, a Super Saiyan.
now that we're 30 years later, all of a sudden everyone's stronger than him. Like they were in power for hundreds, if not thousands of years.
Please, have you gone insane with fear?
What did GT have? GT didn't have. GT had like a random bodyguard who obviously wouldn't have been in the war. We had um, the machine planet that was just its own thing and didn't really interact with anyone else. I mean, yeah, like I don't like GT didn't exactly interfere with Frieza, so it makes sense why he was still in power. But like Super, I'm sure at this point, like there's at least someone that could have taken out Frieza if they keep doing these reveals. Like, there's that one guy in the Mafia group. He seems like he's way stronger than Frieza was. Why didn't he take out Frieza? Maybe he's too young, but like still. Like, just think about that. Like, if it all took was like a prodigy, right? Just a single prodigy. I mean, to be fair, Frieza's a prodigy too. Just in terms of like, he doesn't actually need to know how to fight. He just beats everyone. But like, you get what I'm saying, right? Like if like it took um Goku years of training with multiple gods figures and like like ridiculous gravity ridiculous gravity training along with a Zenkai boost that matched like third or final form Frieza's power, mostly because I'd assume because while he was healing he was sensing Frieza's power and his body was attempting to adapt to that. But like it's and then it took it took a 50 times innate transformation in order to even, beat Frieza still. And it's like, but anyone can beat him apparently, but no one did. Like, I don't. Hell, if Broly got off that planet, bro, he could have bodied Frieza. However, a light of hope remains. Goku. I don't know, Super does some weird stuff. There's also Beerus, bro. Beerus is just the biggest, like... when Beerus came out, that was the biggest FU to any Dragon Ball content in the world. Like, it was like, oh, Goku and Vegeta are like strong enough that they're like surpassing the gods and all that. And then, no, we have a god that beats Goku. Why? Well, you ruined the whole point of the Buu saga. You ruined. Well, it's not the whole point, I'm sure, but like, it always felt like it's meant to be. Oh, they've gotten to the point where they're so strong that even like the big threats still have issues taking them on. Like in comparison to like let's say the Supreme Kai,
He has become boost. A Super Saiyan.
Hearing Vegeta's scornful laugh, Frieza strikes down the Saiyan Prince with his death beam.
Silence! I'm in no mood for any more of your jokes.
His consciousness fading, Vegeta tells Goku the terrible truth of the planet Vegeta's fate. Fearing the rise of a Super Saiyan, Frieza had destroyed planet Vegeta and the Saiyan
You
race.
must, Kakarot. Defeat Frieza for all Saiyans.
He's finally gone. Then let the horror show continue.
Vegeta, lend me some of your Saiyan pride. Let's finish this!
Ready? Fight!
Oh, I forgot to mention, that third form Frieza fight was what I was stuck on, as a kid. And I ended up having to, so instead of like key blast spamming, I think I had to actually do combos. But back to the whole. Oh, that's unblockable. But yeah, no, I hate Super. If it wasn't obvious, just the whole concept breaks everything, ruins it. Like, yeah, there's cool concepts, but like, they're just like there's cool concepts, but then like the fact that the whole concept of the show itself is broken kind of makes it feel like that's not enough, you know? And it doesn't help that usually the stories are complete crap. Like the Frieza saga, like where this one actually had tension, stakes, like fear, like objectives too, like different objectives instead of just fighting. There's the Dragon Balls and Vegeta and Kui and I mean that was fighting, but like there was different like stuff spread out on the map and pieces were moving until it all culminated in this final Frieza showdown. But with Dragon Ball Super, it's fight the same guy 3 times in one saga. And even like the Android saga, it was the androids, and then it was a time butterfly effect, and then there's 3 androids, and then there's the mystery of Cell and fusing with Kami to get stronger, Time Chamber to get stronger. It was another thing of the pieces are moving, and it comes together as Cell, perfect form. The Cell games. Now the Saiyan Saga didn't have that. At least, well, okay, not to the same extent as these two, but like Goku's strength had increased immensely, but there seems no limit to Frieza's power. The only chance for victory is the Spirit Bomb. Can Goku gather the energy he needs? But like the thing with the Saiyan Saga was you had new threat pop in, and then beat the main threat, but at a huge cost. Well, a huge cost, but like they have Dragon Balls. Goku trains for a year, and they train for a year. Comes back. Comes back, and then beats Nappa. Boom, out of here. Even though he was just destroying the Z Fighters. So it has a cool flip flop of tension, right? So you have, oh god, are they all gonna die? And then most of them do, and then it moves on to, boom, Goku wins. To, oh crap, Goku's losing. To, oh yeah, Goku's winning. Oh crap, like but without, leaving the fight and coming back, leaving the fight and coming back. It actually knew how to, you know, turn it like, and then probably the best, like the coolest part of the Saiyan Saga would be the fact that it's not just Goku that ends up fighting Vegeta. It's everyone else, everyone else still alive, that is, comes around and helps, and then they win. Barely, but still, like, that's the thing, barely. It wasn't a matter of just brute forcing him, because
I'll hold him off until your spirit bomb is
it
ready.
wasn't just brute forcing him, because if they just brute forced him, then they would have lost. They cut his tail strategically. Well, kind of strategically. They got lucky with Yajirobe, but then because he used the Power Ball, he was weakened. So, they tried to kind of stall him out, and then Krillin got the Spirit Bomb, and then hit him with it, and then he was just super weak. But then Goku had, I think it was Goku, had Gohan look up at the Power Ball, and then that crushed Vegeta, and that was like the end of it. But it's like, the fact that it wasn't just, oh, Goku got even stronger and thus he won, made it so much better than what Super is doing with the series. The Z Fighters concentrate their remaining power and challenge Frieza to a final match. But this is the last fight for today, by the way. But as I'm saying, like, it was just a lot more interesting in the Saiyan Saga. A lot of people say the Blue Saga's bad. I mean, I guess that's fair in terms of like just structure. But I liked it because it had a lot of new concepts, a lot of cool things. But it didn't like, it still felt, you know, controlled to a degree. Mostly what I mean by that is, it didn't feel like, it didn't feel like it was one dimension. Like, dang it, like my head's all messed, like all fuzzy from fighting, from playing and talking at the same time. But oh no, but like the thing with, like, the Buu Saga showed like Gohan as a teen, and even if to a smaller extent canonically, or in the manga or whatever. I guess technically Kai is canon, but I don't know. It kind of conflicts with the manga. I don't know. But then we got to see Ki explained. We got to see Gohan and Videl. We got to see like Boo and all that. And Boo wasn't even like this oppressive threat at the beginning. He was like, oh, he was, but then Goku was stronger than him, and it's like, oh, he can take him on. But he's like, oh wait, no, he can't. But then I actually could. And then we had like Go Tanks and all that. But at the end of the day, it still wasn't like it still wasn't just, oh, Super Saiyan 3 is not enough. We got to get the level beyond. It was, oh, now we're gonna use a move that's already established and blah 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 blah, and win, right? I don't know. It just feels like Dragon Ball Z was a lot more interesting when it came to, oh, what's gonna happen next, rather than Super. That's just like, oh, how's Goku gonna? I mean, to be fair, Goku doesn't exactly win a lot. Like, he lost to Beerus, He got blindsided by. Well, he still ended up killing Frieza again, but whatever. Then we had the Future Saga. I mean, the Universe 6 vs 7 was because Goku just kind of talked his way out of it randomly. I mean, if Hit just said, you know what, I wanna, win, then it was GG. So it's like, eh. The Future Saga was just, oh, Trunks gets screwed over for the 10 millionth time, and he doesn't get to stay because reasons. You know what we need to do? We need to make it so that he interferes with another timeline instead of just keeping him in the timeline that he's already interacted with. Wow! Like, are you kidding me? And then, Tournament of Power was just a tournament. I don't know. I mean, Goku won. I mean, I don't know how he fought, but I mean, go ahead. Can't even go Super Saiyan Goku.
No! Frieza!
Dun dun dun! You'll just have to find out. Did it save? Doesn't matter. You'll just have to find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.